Tom with a nonprofit minor so far.
Hi guys, I'm Jennifer, and I go to Salem State University, and I'm a criminal justice major with a minor in psychology.
Hi, my name is Pedro Caligari. I go to Salem State University and I'm studying business marketing.
I'm Sam Say, go to Boston College and which major.
Alright, so the first question I think we should start off with is what probably a lot of you wonder is what's the major difference between going to college and attending school at PCSS?
For me, the biggest difference has been time allotment. So I have so much more time to do what I want, and I can do whatever I want with it. Obviously, some of that time is to go towards homework, but a lot of it is spent, like hanging out. You get to do homework with your friends, and it's like you can do more activities, but it doesn't feel like so tiring because you're choosing to do those things. And like you take 3 classes, you're in class for like 3 hours a day, and it's lovely. So I like the extra amount of time. That's what I love.
My favorite thing is that you get to actually pick classes that you like, and there's so many options, and it's really nice because you go in and you're like, oh, I never thought I would like this, but I have the opportunity to try it out, so then you just try it out, and then it turns out to be like something that you never thought would be your passion, which is pretty cool.
Well, for me, it's going to the library, because I used to never go to the library in high school, but since Salem State built a brand new library and it has all these cool stuff, it's actually really fun to go there and do homework. What? They paid over $5.2 million on the library, so it's pretty tricked out. So if you guys ever want to go check out the Salem State Library, let me know.
For me, it's well, obviously time, but you're an adult, especially when you live on campus. No one's gonna tell you you have to go to your teacher's office hours. You have to do it yourself. So I guess the big difference is you're an adult now. Yeah.
Alright, so what do you like best about college?
What do I like best? I live without my parents, so I get to do a lot. Yeah, and you get to join a lot of clubs that you never expected to join. I played basketball when I was here, but now I'm on a step team. So, a lot of new experiences.
What I like about college is joining the soccer team, because it's like an instant group of 23 people you become friends with no matter what. You're always with them throughout the whole semester, basically till November. You have practice every day, you have games on Saturday, and Sunday's your only day off, and then sometimes you still have meetings on Sunday to talk about team stuff. It's actually a lot of fun to be a student athlete. If anyone was thinking about doing it, it's a lot of fun.
What isn't my favorite thing about college? I really, really like the professors in college, especially the ones that I have. They're really kind of weird, but very informed on what they're teaching. I have one professor, he's my political philosophy professor, and he brings up a lot of interesting topics that you otherwise wouldn't talk about in school, and that's pretty cool.
My favorite thing about college has been more about not just like academic learning, but a lot of events on campus really get you informed about issues that you don't learn about in high school, like a lot of social issues. And I go to a school in the suburbs, a lot of like, it's predominantly white, like some people have never been to a city. And so a lot of the group of people who are diverse, the Alumni Club, they really bring issues to light of like racial diversity, and not only racial diversity, but like gender issues. And it's just, you become a lot more informed about what's going on in the world, and that's like an experience that you don't get in high school.
Great, so what do you wish you had known entering college, and do you have any recommendations to your senior graduating class for one thing?
Just because you go to Pioneer doesn't mean college is going to be a breeze, because that slapped me in the face hard. So academics is like, you have to focus on that a lot, because though Pioneer helps you a lot, and I emphasize you guys use this time a lot. It's going to help you a lot, but you still need to study, you still need to do everything. You probably have to study more once you get to college. You have more time because you have more homework and you need to study a lot more. So don't take this for granted, and academics is gonna slap you.
It's my turn. I'm next, Ozama. Do your homework. Your classes are usually like they switch off. You won't have the same class 2 days in a row. So you're like, I don't have to do this homework till later. Do your homework.
For me, it was two things. I wish I knew, like, I'm like really extroverted. I didn't know I was this extroverted until I went to college and I couldn't stop talking to anyone. Like, I always had someone to talk to and it wasted like hours. Another thing I wish I knew was how much everything was gonna cost. Like, you don't know how much it costs until you start pulling it out of your own pocket. Like, just save your money and like know how to manage your own money. Because I had no idea how much I cost until I had to start paying for myself. So.
I wish I knew that I should have been more into doing my work. I mean, I was a pretty good student, but when you're in college, you think that this is hard, it goes up like 10 times worse. When you get to college, the work, what they expect from you is a lot different than in high school. You can kind of get away with it and talk to your teacher and be like, oh, can I have an extension? And like, here, your teachers are like your friends, and they don't really mind if you pass in something late. But in college, it's a big deal. They don't play when they say 10 days and you get a 0. Like, you're gonna get a 0. They're not taking in late work. I had my history professor, she just didn't have it. She was like, if you don't turn it in, it doesn't matter. And her things were like, they brought your grade down like 2-letter grades if you didn't turn in something. So just make sure that you turn in your work and get that done.
All right, great. So we started talking about this a little bit, but what is the course
The course load is I took a few classes. One of my classes was a quad class, so it was like half the semester, and one of my classes is a 2-semester class, so I about have half the workload in one of those. So it wasn't too bad. So I'm basically taking 3.5 classes. But individually per class, what I've noticed about like the coursework is that it's not like every day. Like, they don't have homework for every day. It's just like, these are 7 assignments, hand them in halfway through the semester. And I left them till the end. And so if you have assignments, long-term assignments, like, do them in the course of time that's expected and don't leave them until the day before they're due.
I already just started saying a little bit about it, but it's a lot different because you have more time to do it, but it's a lot more. And the quality needs to be up there because they'll just give you enough if they feel like it. And it's not that bad though, because if you manage your time correctly and you actually start things when you get them, that's pretty good. I had some kids in my class finish their like papers, 10-page papers, a month before it was due, and they got to revise it over and over with the teacher. And I wish I had done that. They probably got better grades than I did.
Well, this semester I feel like I lucked out because there wasn't much work to do. At least I didn't feel like it, because with soccer and everything, I get home really late, so I'd have to focus on homework, and I just really didn't have to because I had a lot of spaces in between classes, and that's where I did most of my homework. But for most classes, I didn't have like a lot of homework, and this semester I only had one actual final. The other was all take home and stuff. So I guess this semester I got off pretty easy.
I did not get easy. There was one time I had to finish a book in 2 days. I'm an English major, so you'd expect me, like, I have to read a lot, but I only have one class in my actual major. Everything else is a bunch of random classes. And the workload is a lot of essays, so if you don't like writing, you have to learn now. If you don't like reading, which I don't, you have to learn now. Yeah, I get off easy. My final was like a take home, but it was 10 pages in total. So I had seven essays and like 30 questions.
Welcome to college.
Yeah, so the workload, I mean, it depends on what college you go to, but overall, you're gonna get a lot of stuff. It just depends on what classes you take as well.
No, you're not. Don't lie.
As much as it's a lot of work, I like to think that the classes I took were really fun, and I enjoy doing the research for my papers and for my essays and stuff. When it's something that interests you, it's not that bad. It's really not. And you learn so much. So keep that in mind.
Yeah, and my experience is that I enjoyed my classes a lot, so it wasn't too bad. And it's not like here where you go home at 4 o'clock. Like I have a 8 o'clock class, a 9 o'clock, and a 1 o'clock. I have a 3-hour break between 3 of my classes. 2 of my classes. I can do work then, and then after that, I have the whole day from 2 to whenever I want to do my work. So it's not like it's impossible to do. You just have to dedicate time to it. It's not that difficult.
So the next question is perfect off of that. How do you balance your schoolwork with your social life and just your relaxing time?
I really struggled with that in the beginning because I lived in the most social dorm, I guess you could say, and so me and my friends, we'd hang out until like early hours of the morning. It'd be like 3 a.m. It's like maybe we should go to bed. We have an 8 a.m. But what I learned is like once I had friends, like I had established that I had friends, I really just dedicated time to not being in my lounge because I would spend hours and hours in my lounge. So I started going to the cafeteria to do work, and it really helped. So find a place like where you can do work that your friends won't interrupt you, and like make that your priority. And then it's like once I'm done with this assignment, I'm gonna go hang out with my friends, and I can do it for as long as I want.
As a commuter, I don't have friends. Just kidding. I have some people that I like, but it's not as big of an issue to focus on my work as a commuter because I'm not gonna like spend 9 hours a day in the school instead of like go home and do my homework and then hang out with my friends here too because I have friends here. So it's not that bad for me, juggling work and having fun.
For me, I really didn't have much of a social life in the beginning of the semester up till November because it was school, soccer, homework, school, soccer, homework, school, soccer, homework. But I enjoyed it. I'm not saying it was bad because the moment I was in my playing soccer or practice or whatever, that was like my social time because I had all my friends there that I made and we'd talk and have fun. It wasn't really that bad. But it definitely helps if you. Well, for me, it helped that I spaced out my classes so that I have time in between to get stuff done. If I really have a lot of homework coming up or stuff like that, it's just a good time to get ahead on your homework.
Like Toledo, I studied. I struggled with balancing it out. So for me, so in BC, there's the HANA group, which is like Asians, Latinos, African Americans, and so there's not a lot of us. So like if you go to BC and you're African American, you're probably gonna know the rest of the African Americans there. So I knew a lot of people once I came there, and like the first week it's great. They throw like cruises at you. I went on 2 cruises. I only went on 1 cruise in my whole life, and I went in 2 in a week. So like they make it seem it's all fun, but then second week comes and you get the slap in the face. I already said that. So I mean now I'm very good at that. My roommates like my roommates, they go off to classrooms to study. I stay in my room. I just put on headphones. Like if you come knocking on my door, I'm not gonna open the door for you if I'm studying. Now that I'm on this step team, I've learned to like balance it out because I have practice from 9 to 11, basically 12, almost every day, especially before shows. So like I do as much homework as I can from when I finish school, like at 3 o'clock to 8 o'clock, and then at 11 o'clock or 12 o'clock, I go back to study until like 2 o'clock. So you have to balance it out. If not, then you're just gonna get lost in it all. And if you say you don't go to one class, that could screw you up. So you'll learn how to deal with it over time. Yeah.
Just an observation. Eventually, like you're the first few weeks, you and your friends are just not gonna want to do anything. But eventually, like you'll all come to the realization that you can't not do work. And yeah, it's your money. You're paying like for this, so you don't want to waste your time either. So it's like eventually you're all come to realizations. Like I just got a 70 on my exam. I know that if I had studied, I would have done better. So it's like, okay, I need to go do work now. Goodbye. So you'll eventually come to. It's just a matter of time.
Yeah. One more thing. Like what she said. don't forget that you're paying for this even if you have like a scholarship, don't forget you're paying for it, basically paying for this tuition. Like there's some people, if you go to a wealthy school, there's a lot of kids like at BC, there's a lot of kids, if they fail, they don't give a crap. They have rich families and they're fine after college, but like someone like me, my parents are paying a good amount for the base of my education. So do remember that.
Awesome. So, how are you guys involved in campus? What do you do?
I'm on the soccer team, so not that you guys know that, but that's my involvement on campus. Yeah, I'm on the soccer team, and we have games on campus, and we have practices on campus. And not to say that I'm not involved in campus a lot, it's just that as a commuter, you don't get much opportunity to, participate in a lot of campus stuff. They do have commuter clubs that you can go and, like, they throw parties for commuters and stuff like that. But, yeah, pretty much soccer is my biggest involvement on campus.
Yes, me too. Like I said numerous times, I'm on the step team. I mean, it's basically the only thing I do, but it's a big commitment. We have shows like all throughout the year. My first like rookie show was a couple months ago, and then we had a show, our fall show last 2 weeks ago. We sold that out. It was like 300 and something seats. So it's a big commitment. I'm also in the Black Student Forum. I mean, I don't do anything. I'm on the e-board. But my roommate is, and so you get involved with the campus through your connections. You don't have to necessarily be on the team, in the club. If you know people, then you can go to their events and then fundraise and all that. So like if you're having a hard time with clubs, then just try to use your roommates or whatever connections you have, and you'll find a good place.
Hi. What's the question again? Oh. Okay, I'm Jasmeet. I go to MIT. Sorry I'm late. It's finals week, so it's kind of crazy. How am I involved on campus? So I have a job where I call alumni and ask them for money. That's one of the things. And that's pretty fun. I also have a research internship. So I guess that's not really on campus, but it helps get to know other departments. Since all freshmen are undeclared, you don't really have a particular department that you're affiliated with. So I guess that one too. And the dorm that I live in is really active across campus. So I kind of just help out with a lot of events they do.
I am involved in Alumni, which is the diversity club. Similarly to Osama said, my school is predominantly white, so it's if you know a few people, you're going to know all of the minorities on campus, if you're a minority. And so you just end up having know a lot of people, and you just go to the events, and they host a lot of cool events, mostly just talking about the racial diversity, stuff like that. I'm also in Nyland Events, which is basically my dorm's event council, involved in that. And I'm in gospel choir, which is you just sing, you go twice a week and you sing, and it's amazing. It's so much fun. Yeah, otherwise I just, for fun, I kind of play pool and hang out.
I'll do that. I forgot that.
Okay, so this semester I decided that I didn't want to get involved with too many things on campus because I wanted to make sure that I could handle the workload first. So next semester I'm going to search out for those clubs that I really want to join. But for fun, there's an orange leaf right next to Salem State, and you best be knowing I have the rewards card. And I think I've been there maybe 5 times this semester. For fun, we go to Bagel World. Try their garlic cream cheese. That's really good. I eat a lot for fun, but I also go to the gym. Of course, it's a class for me. It's called circuit training, and then you go in and you work out, and it's that's fun. So basically, you eat and then you work out and then, exactly, it balances out and then it's really fun. It really is. Picking all your toppings is fun.
What I do for fun, there's a lot. Let's see, for example, obviously I still play basketball at the gym. And there's sometimes there's good people over there, sometimes there's terrible people. It depends what day. But I go to the gym, weekends or weekends, just chill with friends, go to the dining. Sometimes I believe some of my friends live like in the dining hall because I only see them there. I don't see them in class. So like, if you go to the dining hall, don't be afraid that you're gonna sit by yourself. There's, like when I go there, my friends are there, at least one of them, and then the rest of us they'll come together. But so yeah, chill with friends, chill with teammates. The team that I'm on, we try our best because it's like a frat. BC doesn't allow any frats, but they try their best to make it a brotherhood. So we have monthly bondings with our sister group, just chill in one of the rooms and just have fun. Yeah, there's a lot. Cruise and all that.
Okay, so how many of you have a job? This is like several part question. How many of you have a job on campus? How many hours do you work if you do? What do you do? Is it work study? Because you also got that column on your financial aid package, which they all see shortly. And how challenging was it to be working?
Okay. I don't have a job on campus. The room that I got, it's a forced triple, which is a dorm, which is a 2-man, but they fit 3 people in there. So it's pretty bad. Yeah. It's pretty bad, but because of that, they're gonna give me $1,300 because it's so bad. So I thought I was gonna get that. It went to my mom. Big problem. Didn't get the money, so that's why I didn't get a job. Gonna try to get one next semester. I do have a job, which some of you know. It's at my mama's store. 10 hours every other Saturday. 0 pay. So I have a job, it's just they don't get anything.
Okay, so like I said, I call alumni and ask for money, basically. They have us working 6 hours a week minimum, and then we can like drop in and take extra shifts if you want. It was really easy to find the job. I think at MIT it's pretty easy to find a job in general because no one has time for one, so there's like a lot of openings. And yeah, it's okay. It's not like, it's nice to talk to alumni, but then it's like awkward to ask for money. So I guess it's like an alright job, but it pays well. So.
I'm a babysitter. I work off campus. I have a car. If you live in the suburbs and you don't, like if your school is like in the suburbs and you don't have a car, it's not that great. So I have a car. I get paid pretty well. Oh my gosh, it was so hard to find a job. I literally spent 2 months. I started looking for my job in July, and I only got my job the day before classes started. And like it was like interviews. I applied to probably like 20 babysitting jobs. I went to multiple interviews. So if you're gonna be it's easier for girls to get it. So if you're gonna go to school in the city, try to get a babysitting job because there are rich people willing to pay you $15 an hour. So go for it. Start applying in the summer, and you'll probably be able to get a job by August.
Well, so I don't work on campus. I work here, and it wasn't really that hard to find a job, which is good. You know, you always need a job. It's just make one email and you're all set. Yeah, well, I work here pretty good pay. You know, extra cash, not bad.
So I also work at Pioneer, but not this one. I work at number 2, and it was relatively easy because he told me that the number 2 was hiring and looking, and he was gonna go work there, but he had soccer, so I stole his spot over there. So that was not bad. But I want a job on campus, probably working in the library because it's really nice. And yeah, it's not for me, it wasn't that hard. I'm pretty sure this school will make an exception for any of their alum or graduates.